Feel my dang muscle right now.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Feel my dang muscle right now.
Feel my dang muscle right now.
I'm not touching either of you.
Film it.
Guys, welcome to Table Talk. It's a show on the internet. I don't know if you've heard of it. This is where we are, the internet.
This show is one of those shows that where you can watch it and it...
What
And
I
it
will tell
lives
you,
on the web, the worldwide one.
we are shooting into your faces at up to 1080p. Actually, 720p.
We are blasting you in the mouth through our...
No!
Hold on, I'm getting a phone call right
Get your goddamn phone off the table!
Should I answer it for you?
now. I don't want you to.
You need to treat this table as if it was your mama's Thanksgiving
I don't want you
table.
to. It was...
I bet Will checks his phone in his mama's
I
Thanksgiving
bet he
table.
does too, because children these days are rude.
My mom doesn't cook food anymore because McDonald's is really close.
And organic.
Guys,
according
I'll
to
tell
that
you
study.
what. We are being compressed into ones and zeros.
Yes.
And being shot at lightning
All right.
speeds.
I mean, it's really
To
one
your
step away
ocular
from
nerves.
it's one step away from teleportation.
Yes.
We're being teleported into your devices. I hope you're in the nude.
We
I
are
hope one
on-
of your hands is on your genitals.
I am on your cell phone. I am on your television screen. I am on your computer screen.
And don't forget, the revolution will not be televised.
Okay, here we go, kids.
Steve will make me do this.
Smartass15 says, any advice for a first-time driver? So any advice for Will?
Well, be
I
careful.
drive. See, here's the thing.
Be careful.
I don't know how much of this I want to admit on the internet, but I have driven before. I may not have a license.
So that's illegal.
How did it go
I
for
had my
you?
permit twice.
Wait,
How
so
did-
when you
how did
judge
driving
me,
go?
I
when
don't
you
know.
judge me for the illegal things I do,
No, well,
you are calling
For
it
the record,
black of
for
the
the
kettle.
record, these two boys do practically nothing that's illegal.
That's true.
So when you hear them talking about all the illegal things they do,
nothing
what, did you
serious,
download a torrent?
But there's
One time we were driving.
There's a specific Starbucks that Steve and I have gone to a couple times, and like you'd have to, in order to get there correctly, you need to take.
You have to
make a
break
U-turn.
the. You have to break the
Oh,
yellow
they
line.
broke the
and
law.
and it was at night, and Steve was like, twice this happened, where Steve went, well, this is illegal, and just drove.
I
past
drove
a
right.
double.
You drive through the solid double lines,
Yeah.
which is a no-no.
Did you boys feel real pumped up and like
Oh,
real
yeah.
outlaws?
Oh yeah, then we went
Oh,
to his
yeah.
house and played Alien Invasion.
Yeah, real badass.
And when I say we played Alien Invasion, I mean Steve played it and I
you
watched
watched.
him.
That's okay. That's a better game to watch, I think. Than
It
to
actually
play.
is. I agree.
I don't like playing it. It's
Well, I
terrifying,
don't
but
like
I'd
that
watch
you
it.
say that consistently in a derogatory, like in a negative way.
I'll
You
put it out.
enjoy
I'll put it
watching
out there.
me play.
I'll put it out there. I do enjoy watching you play. I'd rather sit there and text on my phone
Well, that's
while
what we
you
were
play.
just saying. We were just saying we'd rather watch you play that game.
How
than play
it goes on our stream, Steve plays the video games and I criticize everything
Yeah,
that
and it's
happens.
great.
Sometimes
It's a
you need
great
to be a
dynamic. I
commentator.
wouldn't want to
Great
change
dynamic,
it.
yeah.
Although I have opened up the possibility of you playing and you're not interested in it.
I don't want to, especially Alien Invasion, because it's nerve-wracking.
It's called
enough.
Alien
Hey, do you want to
Isolation.
come on my stream
Isolate.
and commentate for me?
What, Sims? Why is his nose so big? It should be a
We
little
should
wide.
make that
Why are you
nose
playing a game
smaller.
that simulates the life we're living in?
You know what, Trish?
Why is Lee standing up to pee? I don't know.
On your game, you just made our real lives. Except we don't live in a house together.
Oh, we do. We all. Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
in real life
oh,
we
yeah.
don't. But you
oh,
just.
yeah.
Or we're just
Why
part
don't you
of
just
some...
live? What's so fun about The Sims?
It's a whole. That is the question of simulation and sandbox games.
We're
is
just part of
Why
your-
don't you just do it in real life? Like I sat there and wasted hours in a Second Life.
Hours. I sat there and watched you on Second Life. I watched you make me in Sims for like 20 minutes.
And it was awesome.
Yeah.
Because Sims
Well, let me
is
ask you
awesome.
this, Trisha.
I threw Will a birthday party in Sims.
How long
and he
have
hit
we-
on this girl, and then he made this cute self-deprecating joke.
Did she smash?
She didn't yet, but we're working on
Jesus
it, baby.
Christ,
We're
I'm
working.
terrified.
We're gonna
I'm
work
gonna be
on
honest with
building
you.
up Will's
I'm fucking
charisma
terrified.
so that he can smash in.
Trisha,
needs to be
I don't
smashed
know how I
up.
feel about being a part of your perverted, weird virtual world.
Where you
And I
watch
don't
me
know
smash.
You were hilarious. You had a really funny conversation with Joe, and then you were so amped up that you had to take a run around the block. You had to go for a jog because you're
Steve
so
doesn't
excited.
run, all right?
I want you to know that if I were to take you back in time to like the 50s and you were having this discussion with someone, they would think you were out of your goddamn mind.
No,
I got a
no,
text
because in
message
the
I wanna check.
50s, it was just Barbies. Sims is just virtual Barbies, everybody. You know that, right? Like, I'm gonna make this person, and she's gonna have a boyfriend. Now they're gonna go on a date, and now we're gonna change their clothes and make their dream house
Virtual
better.
Barbies.
It's
My
virtual
advice
Barbies.
for first-time
Oh, yeah, we
drivers
didn't answer that question
is
at all.
be safe My advice for first-time drivers is be safe, be careful, keep your eyes on the road, don't miss the small details, and if you got a crotchety old lady that's teaching you how to do shit, you're fucked.
Okay, I'm gonna say my advice for first-time drivers is don't get too cocky off the bat. Like you're driving for like a month with your own license, and you're like,
kid.
I'm so good at this, and then you forget to look one way when you make a right-hand turn or something.
Yeah, those are
like
all
that.
the mistakes you can make once you have your license. No one ever fucking looks behind their shoulder when they're going in reverse.
No, but you should.
No one ever looks left when they're gonna make a right turn.
But you should.
Every time I think about learning how to drive, I remember my dad teaching me how to drive, and like I needed to make a turn, and he's like, you gotta look over your shoulder, and I was like, I don't want to, because it makes me feel a little dizzy, so I would just not do it and just look in my mirror until one time I almost
Blind
hit somebody,
spot, yeah.
and he's like, what? I was like, oh yeah, I really need to do that. But learning how to drive from my dad is the worst thing in the world, because if you're ever driving down the street in the Bay Area and some dude doesn't put on his signal or just drives however he wants, that's my dad.
Oh no!
My dad is the worst driver. And if you ask my dad why, I was like, Daddy, why didn't you put on your signal, or why didn't you drive correctly? He's like, I've been driving since 1972.
Yeah, that's that getting cocky.
That does not
an
make
excuse. That means he doesn't have to use his turn signals?
You could have been
That's
driving
what
since
he says.
1860. You still need
Yeah,
that.
it doesn't matter.
Well, you couldn't have really, but.
Like, doesn't put on his
That was so close!
He could have been driving the pussy.
Then you don't have to put on your
Oh.
signals.
And for first-time drivers, when you get your car, speaking of that, and you think you can do that in your car in a parking lot, be careful, you can get caught.
Wait, do what?
Just make sure you're doing it in an
get the
area
key.
where you will not be seen. My recommendation is to go into a neighborhood that looks like your folks' neighborhood, but it's not.
No,
you don't want your
because
folks to
someone's
find you
gonna
in a-
see that car and then call the police and
The
say,
last thing you need.
there are youngins in a car making more youngins
What's so wrong
right
with
outside
that?
my house.
What is the problem with our country? We need love. Have you ever seen love?
The last thing we need is Uncle Rocky coming out and seeing you 2 fingers deep. And
Oh, Steven!
One in the.
Nope.
2 in the.
Nope.
one in the lips and one in the lips.
I get what you're saying, because another name for the.
Dad Camel Doe says, what are some of your best, worst, wildest birthday party memories?
Oh man.
Best, worst, wildest? Oh, any of those. You can choose one.
I have very low-key birthday parties because I don't drink and I
Me
don't.
too.
I'm not much of a party animal, although I have been known to cause a ruckus.
We have
fun. I mean, basically,
fun.
look, we do the kind of shit that we do on the weekends.
Yeah.
Are the kind of things people do only on their birthday.
Yeah.
And they think they can get, like, they're like, man, it's our birthday, so we can get away with it. We do shit
Yeah.
you should only
People
do on your
need
birthday.
alcohol to get to Steve and William Haynes level.
I
on the
think some
weekends.
people do.
Some people.
Some people do.
We're like in a completely different dimension.
Yeah, it's a different
I
dimension.
feel like
it's
I
called
up
insanity.
it though.
We're
Like
insane.
I organize the crazy on my birthday. That's the thing. Like my Harry Potter roller skating party.
What in the world?
Oh yeah, that was a good birthday
Yeah, I was
party.
there. I was there.
That was before my time. I
Harry
wish
Potter roller
You can't
skating
organize
party.
crazy. Crazy has to be
Well,
spontaneous.
because organizing crazy though is inviting non-crazy to be crazy for a day and using the excuse, but it's my birthday.
Do you do big?
I don't
birthday
like to
stuff?
invite non-crazy into a potential crazy opportunity because then it just makes it very anxious and strange.
Oh,
Oh no! Did you see my friends? They came in the dinosaur onesies.
were they smashed?
They're not normally crazies, but for that day, they were.
I mean, for this year, for my birthday, I told everybody's like, oh, it's your 21st birthday. What are you gonna do? And as you may recall, I said, I'm gonna lay in my bed and I'm gonna eat this half apple, half cherry pie that I bought, and I'm gonna watch anime until my head hurts.
That's what you wanted
And
to
Joe's
do?
like, oh, Will, I'm your mentor and I love you so much and I want you to be happy
And I
because I
want you to
care
do
about you. Like my
shots.
own. Yeah, and so he's like, we're going to this bar and you're gonna have fun and we're gonna invite Elliot.
See, that's the thing I don't understand. We're in this world where people try to push what they think is an idea of a good time onto people.
Yes.
And it's kind of like a type of bullying
Hold
in a
on,
way.
time out. You don't think that you guys being crazy and talking about not drinking and being crazy isn't in some way pushing your idea of
No,
fun
because
on
changed my
people?
mind.
No, because I'm not forcing someone to be like, "Hey, Trisha, it's your birthday.
Feel
let's
different."
go and not
Okay.
drink, and let's
not
go."
drink.
Right?
That'd be a horrible
Right?
birthday.
Yeah.
That's the thing. When someone comes to to me, and Joe Brown, I hope you're watching this because I know you love us, but I hope you're watching this, brother. When you come to me and you're like, Steve, it's your birthday, you're gonna have your first beer with me.
Every time.
To me, it sounds like the guy that came up to me after school and said, "You've got a Nightmare Before Christmas backpack. I'm gonna punch your face after school."
Here, all I'm saying is I think that Joe takes what he thinks is fun and wants to share that with you.
And I get it.
Like
No, I know he loves us.
What you think is fun.
I know.
And you try to share that with other people.
I know,
I don't think it's bullying.
But it comes from a place of love, and I understand that. But Will really, like, I'm finding the more I get to know Will, the more I realize that you really wanted to be at home and eat that pie and watch anime.
I did. Yes,
and that was gonna make you happier than going to a bar.
I will say, last night I did that, and it was a good time. It was a good time.
But what Joe is trying to say is that you'll never meet a woman that way.
That's cool. Was that what he was saying, or was he just like, I want to be the one to take you
I
to
think
the dark
Joe
side?
might have been projecting. I think he might have been projecting what he wants onto you a little bit.
I think
without
that's
being concerned about what your intentions were.
But
and what you really wanted to do.
I took the night back from him because I don't remember why I decided to go out, but it was all of us decided
peer
to go
pressure.
out.
Let's just say.
I guess it's peer pressure.
Straight
I've
up.
never been peer pressured as much as I have been by Elliot's wife, and Joe themselves.
Put it on blast, brother.
Get him.
Who else? Let's throw in some more names.
That's it. Maybe Darren a little bit.
How about Owen?
Owen a little bit sitting over there on the couch, even though you're not even editing this video.
Peer pressure from Owen's
But
great,
so we
though.
got to the bar, and it's a karaoke bar too, and then they're like,
Sardos.
yeah, and they're like, okay,
Yeah.
what song you want to do? What song you want to do? I was like, I want to do Billie Jean by
Good,
Michael Jackson.
good.
So
And I wish I was there, man.
I know, me
But
too.
like, I couldn't just do Billie Jean. Like, Billie Jean's not my lover. I got up there and I did not smile. I did not
But
smile.
James Quall.
Oh, and you just like chanted it.
And I was like, Billie Jean is not my
Of course he
lover.
did.
She's just a girl that thinks that I am the one.
But I know that at one point you pulled up 3 chairs.
Yes.
Up to where you were.
Yeah,
And you pulled old people out of the
to sit
crowd to
down.
sit with you.
But the kid is not my son. He says I am the one. But the kid is not my son.
It's one that Billie
Oh,
breaks down.
yeah.
And another guy, and then there was 2 dudes and a girl. And then while the song was going out, I one by one picked them up and moved them back to their seats.
Yeah.
I
If I
like
was
that.
there, I would have blown you right after
Thank
that.
you. I would have had you
Because
do
I
it
would have
right
been
there.
I
very
would not have
impressed.
done that.
And before that, Joe sang some song karaoke to me, and I sat in the chair and just looked sad the whole time.
I'll be home. I'll be home. I'll be home. I'm fucking coming home.
And
Were
didn't
you in the
smile.
void while you
I was in the void. I don't know what song it was. I recorded it.
Because you were in
Will,
the void.
can you teach me to dance sometime?
Oh, it's easy. You just gotta make yourself look like a
Will
fool.
and I went dancing this last weekend, actually.
Where'd you go
Funnest
dancing?
thing.
We went dancing.
Not at a
in-
dance place.
Will and I were on a mission.
Yeah, it was not a place to
Will and
be.
I were on a mission. We got together in the evening and we were like, let's get crazy.
Okay.
No, what happened
Because our
was-
original plan was to stay
Yeah.
home and play Alien Isolation.
Which
Steve
is
was-
also a good time.
Great time.
We were driving from my
In
house
fact,
to
that's
yours.
what we'd rather do than go to a bar is
Yeah.
play Alien Isolation.
What
Or
happened
go
was,
crazy dancing at a not dance place.
That's what we decided.
I don't remember how it was specifically, but
Hmm.
Steve was picking me up at my house, and you said we're gonna go to your house, and we're gonna play Alien Isolation and stream it.
Okay.
And then
We're gonna have a blast.
I don't know if it was you or me, but we were like, let's get into an adventure. And they were like, let's
You said I feel like going on an adventure.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I said,
I'm in support of this.
why don't we go to an LA nightclub?
Oh my God, did you really?
Yeah.
So I called I texted all my cool friends.
Yeah, like,
and
where do
said,
we go?
Where do we go? Because I have no idea.
I can't believe you didn't text me. I
I
could
don't
have
know, why
hooked
didn't
you
we
up.
ask you?
That's you're right. We fucked up. We didn't
Yeah.
ask you.
I could've
I know
hooked
that
you
you're the
guys
queen
up.
of LA clubs.
I used to be.
You were
Used
part of
to
that
be.
scene.
Used to
so
be.
we went to one place. We went to this place called Davy Wayne's.
Where's that?
It's near the LA Fitness in Hollywood, and it's like this secret. Like it's one of those places where
It's
you
like a
got
house.
we have to go through a fucking
Oh,
bread
yeah,
box to
those
get
are
inside.
real
You
popular.
have to knock 3 times
You
on
gotta
a
knock
bread
out
box and
fucking
pull down.
woodpecker,
Yeah.
and then a cuckoo
Like an
clock
old,
comes
was it like
down.
an old house?
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
Yeah, it's like a 70s
I know what
stuff.
you're talking about.
So we went there, line was massively long, and we were like, we gotta dance.
No, you don't get in that line.
Our goal was to dance.
Yes.
We were gonna dance and make fools. Oh wait, no. What was our goal?
It was not for me to like meet women or anything. We said we're gonna make each other laugh.
Yeah.
Gonna make each other laugh.
That was our goal.
So you got in. You didn't wait in line. You got in the
we
club.
didn't get into David Wayne.
We parked at the Dolby Center. And we walked down Hollywood Boulevard and had a blast laughing and things and being scared of people that were very violent.
Did you go in the strip joint that's like
We went
thousands of
into no
attractive
strip
women and
joints.
3 ugly ones?
No, we went into no strip joints. We were
bless
walking
Hollywood.
around, and then we met up with some friends who just so happened to be there.
Okay.
We went to some place called the Rusty Mullet or
The
something.
Rusty Mullet, yeah.
And it was garbage. It was one of those.
It's a bar.
It was just one of those gross,
divey bar,
like
yeah.
sticky floor bars
Yeah.
with like, hey, you want to have a
And you
drink?
danced
I'm
there.
trying to get laid tonight.
Hey, you want to get laid? Sit at this table.
I'm getting laid no
you
matter
danced
what.
at the sticky
Well,
bar.
we started. We were the only ones dancing, and
Except for that
yes,
other
because you're in a
dude.
sticky
There was
dive
This
this
other
other
dude with
guy.
the same hairstyle as me, but he
Yeah.
was like freaking 6'5".
and he was great. He kept asking us, "Show us your best move, man. Show me your
Yeah.
best move."
But
Okay.
see, Steve and I went into the void.
Oh, we went straight
smiling.
into the void.
No smiling at all. And Steve is dripped in sweat. Just
Yeah.
So
drenched
everybody
in it.
thinks you're both on
Everybody's
drugs.
like,
We were right
Everybody
in,
thinks
but you
you're
need
very high.
we need more context here. We were right in the middle of bar tables,
Yeah, two
filled
tables
with people.
at least this far away, like
Yeah.
arm's length.
And we were
Steve
in the
and I are
middle
like-
of that,
Dancing.
like dancing like crazy idiots, like just.
And like people were sure we were on drugs because at one point I looked at
No,
my
they were
hands
sure you were on drugs.
and I just went like
Yeah,
this.
we were
Yeah.
making like fake magic balls in the air and then releasing them into the air and like doing
Yeah.
shit like that. At one point, I lifted Will's leg up
There's like two tables here with people drinking.
Was spinning his legs
Spun me
over
around
drinks.
over people's drinks.
I'm surprised no one got mad at you.
No,
could've
they
gotten
loved it.
beat
People
up.
were like laughing
People
and
thought it was
stuff.
the funniest thing.
Wow.
And then all of a sudden we just walked away and we're like, okay. Well. And then I went and got on my phone.
Okay. Well, that was probably more fun, honestly, than if you got into a dance club.
You think so?
Yeah, because if you got into a dance club, then everyone, honestly, is sweating and doing weird balls.
We still want to get into a dance club.
People,
though.
We
that's,
gotta do that
that's
one of these
what,
weekends.
most of the time it's because they're on drugs, but people do that.
We're still
Dance
gonna
clubs.
go to a
We're
dance
gonna
club.
go to a dance club.
And we're gonna dance like fools and go into the void.
Well, hey, if you need to not get turned away at the door,
I know,
you
we
can
need
text
you.
me.
We didn't have any hot chicks with us, Trish.
Yeah, we
You
needed
gotta
you
wear
with
the
us.
smallest dress. You gotta wear a dress that goes here.
Yeah.
It goes here.
You need to wear a dress that is as thin as this straw.
No.
It just goes
You need to put on
straight
this
through
straw.
your breast down.
I actually found one of, I was going through my closet since, I just moved kind of recently. I'm going through my closet and I found an old, my old stash of clubbing dresses.
You ashamed of yourself?
And I was like, oh no. Oh no.
You
And
look
then
like
I
you smell bad.
And then I had to I tried one on just for funsies. And I was like, I still got this.
How did you not?
I felt real good.
How
about
were you
myself.
not followed home and in danger?
That's a great question. I don't advocate that.
Well, guys, let's wrap it up.
Why don't you think Trisha was followed home?
No!
Why don't you think she was accosted in the
safe.
street?
No, I was safe. I went
Let's
out with
hope
friends.
you were safe. Guys,
safe.
thank you so much for watching. What did we read? 2 comments
Only
here?
2.
Two
Oh, yeah.
topics? Guys,
We told fun tales,
we told fun
though.
tales.
Us dancing.
Thank you for
Yeah, we
watching.
did.
Look, if you're upset we didn't get to the other topics, the show's gonna be on tomorrow, and it's gonna be the same old shit over and over again. So don't worry about it.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Thank you all for watching. If you want to submit topics to the bowl, use the hashtag Table Talk. Use Reddit/r/SourceFed, and enjoy your lives and enjoy your
That's what
time
she
on
would
the
do
internet.
after the club.
That is what she would do after the club.
That's, yeah.